Welcome back to the Crust. This game has got a lot of updates since the last time we've played. I like coming back to games that are in progress and replaying them, and these guys have done a lot lately. I've also been really hip deep in my Satisfactory play. But I think now's a good time to rejoin the Crust, start over, and see what's going on. We obviously have the storyline, that's not changed, but now we have these difficulties. Ooh, it's a red base for epic. And a green light over there. I'm guessing Tesla strength. Experienced players ready for a serious challenge and a test of their skills. I don't know if I want to go for maximum difficulty. Maybe maximum difficulty for next time. Plus, it's been a long time since I played this thing. I'm gonna have to remember. I'm gonna have to remember a lot of the mechanics. And I'm sure there's some new ones in there. I saw that you could do multiple cargo docks, which is nice. I'm probably only going to play for a couple hours today. It's not going to be a super long stream.
This is an emergency broadcast. We have detected an imminent asteroid collision with the moon's surface. We are currently assessing the extent of the damage and the number of casualties. At this moment, our teams are working tirelessly to restore communication with lunar outposts. For those still on the moon, be aware that we are mobilizing all available resources to assist you. Conserve your energy and ration your supplies until further notice. Additional information will be provided as the situation unfolds. Stay tuned for updates. Over and out.
I repeat, Crust has declared a state of emergency of the first degree. Commercial shipments and cargo landings are prohibited. All complexes, resources, and facilities on the moon are now under Crust control. All remaining facilities should switch to emergency frequency and report their status. Conserve energy and resources, and await further instructions.
What's happening? Director, You could have done it more quickly and spared me the worry. Director, there's still no signal from the personnel of the base. I'll try again, but my hope is dwindling. Robert, come in. Robert, do you copy? Robert, damn it, come in.
Okay.
There appear to be no survivors. I'm glad you were on the orbital station when the collision happened. I suggest you stay there as long as possible.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be rough. I had to remember where to buy batteries. Oh boy.
We should try to hold out until logistics with Earth are restored. Start with electricity. We still have resources and functional drones. That should be enough for a few solar panels and batteries.
I want to think that 4 was the number that they wanted me to build originally. That's 5.
Judging by the seismic activity, the meteorite impact occurred on the far side of the moon. We're lucky it happened so far away from our mission, but the strength of the blast wave raises a lot of questions.
Is that all the head of the research department can say? Somewhere far away there was an explosion and we don't know the cause?
Objective achieved.
Yes.
Scientists are working with proven facts, not speculating on fragmentary evidence. Much more data would be needed to reach the conclusions.
You
We
tell
have
her.
electricity, but our resource reserves are almost depleted. We need to restore production as soon as possible. Let's start with preparing the elevator to gain access to the underground level.
Objective achieved.
Then build a charging station for the drones. Make sure that elevator and charging station are connected to the power network. The explosion destroyed everything on the surface, but there may still be mining modules underground. We need to go down and see what we have left.
Objective achieved.
Director, we need to reconnect the power supply to the underground level. Connect the elevator and electrical pole with wires so we can see the scale of the damages. That's better. I see that we have a module to produce smart concrete, but we have an urgent need to resume production of steel and silicone. Director, I have an idea. First, convert 5 drones into miners, and we'll proceed.
The drone reconfiguration module allows up to 5 drones to be converted into mining drones and vice versa.
We have smelting furnaces, but to start producing any resource, the relevant oxides are always needed. We will now mine them with the mining drones.
Objective achieved.
Director, we have access to iron and silicone veins. Assign drones to mine the resources from the veins to supply the processing modules with raw materials.
All right, we're
You
rocking.
can now watch mining drones extract the oxides, and working drones deliver them to the smelting furnace.
We're rocking and rolling. No problems.
Enter excavation mode and assign mining drones to mine resources directly from a vein.
Let me set the volume a little lower. Come on, 20%? That can't be 20% of anything.
You can adjust the game speed.
Game speed, good point. Maybe we should go... not max speed. Just in case we miss anything. Where do we want to put... well, I guess we don't know because we don't have anything built quite yet. Produce steel, produce silicone. All of these things are getting done directly without much intervention. We'll add a little space here to pick up the silicone. Add another miner to the silicone vein and try to grab a little bit more silicone. How hard would it be for us to make some storage? What's this? They've consolidated this down into a single type. That's interesting. Before, I could have sworn that was a separate reconfiguration drone space. How much is this? Oh, yeah. Oh, well, we're making all 3 of these things. Oh, we technically don't have access. We don't have access to belts yet. I always forget you have to get access to belts. What is going on here? Try to add another drone to get a little bit more silicone a little quicker. So we can create some piles for these guys to come pick up. Of course, they're finding all the iron oxides right now, not the silicone. That's the problem. I guess I could prioritize this. Maybe that'll cause them to bring back... Yeah, that's better. Now we're moving. Much better.
Director, you can never have too much smart concrete, so it's worth spending time to produce it. For this purpose, we have a pressing module, which may not be the most efficient way, but it's good enough to start with. The pressing module requires only regolith, which is a type of lunar dirt plentiful here. Assign mining drones to the evacuation so that we have the resources we need. Free drones will deliver the regolith to production themselves.
I think we can pull back on silicone. And we might as well prioritize this. Actually, this guy's got more than enough regolith to complete the mission here.
Director, we're getting word of supply shortages from almost everywhere on Earth. The explosion cut off most of the supply channels from the moon. Millions of people are in need of resources, and we can satisfy that demand. Supplies used to run through the contract system, but it came to a complete halt after the explosion. We might be able to fix that.
Ledger already going for the money. We've got enough regolith in here now to... Yeah, it's like 25 required and we have 113 in place, so that's plenty. Man, I forgot how to sample things to build another thing of that same thing. I wonder if it's in the options. Universal removal. Copy module recipe control, left control. That's good to know. Build module under cursor, control C, or thumb mouse button. I thought I was doing that. Control C definitely works. All right, we can go ahead and speed it up a little bit here.
Objective achieved.
Well, that's a start. There should be enough smart concrete for the first time.
Crust representatives are attempting to contact us. The company solely owns the space elevator.
Well, let's not waste any time. Professor, you prepared a research plan before starting the expedition, didn't you?
Absolutely. First, we need to increase production. We have smelting furnaces, but we need extractors and refineries to extract the oxides. Director, Crust has handed us the research plan, and we're ready to begin. Research underground mining and place 2 extractors on the iron and silicon veins.
Research underground mining. I definitely want these conveyor belts, but we're gonna start with what they asked us to do. We only have so many points after all. Underground mining, there it is. Let's also back it up with some of the other stuff that we know we want. We know we're going to have to get the living quarters, though no way to get that research right now. That's probably the chunk of stuff they're going to try to start us off with.
Research complete.
Don't forget that extractors need electricity. Hold down shift to build a chain of utility poles.
Yeah, electricity is a requirement.
Director,
You are
our energy
correct.
reserves are almost at 0. The moon has a long day-night
Ooh.
cycle. Make sure we have enough solar panels to charge the batteries during the solar phase. In the event of an urgent power shortage, modules with low priority are the first to be disconnected from the network. You can manually disable modules that are not needed at the moment to optimize consumption.
Make sure all these get built. I think I want to increase the speed on these guys. Conveyor belts.
Research complete.
Module needs repair. What are you saying? Oh, right here. All right. And then let's go ahead and keep digging.
Research complete. Objective achieved.
Ooh, wasting science points. That's not good. Well, let's make sure we're using those. I mean, the rolling mill is always tempting, but it's probably a little too early. Though it might actually be the best bet right now. Since the only type of science we're getting is orange.
See in the data that the extractors have started mining. Now, finish the research and build 2 regolith refineries for producing iron and silicon, respectively. Director, place the regolith refineries similarly to optimize future production.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
A single regolith refinery extracts the necessary oxides from the regolith by thermal treatment. The process leaves slag that can also be used in production.
Okay. Well, I was looking for a relatively straight way to connect this, but... that little bit of belt didn't make its way there, did it? There we go. And then I guess we need to power these guys. That should be super easy. Oh, wait a minute. I want this one to go exclusively there. Yeah, let's take our money back here a little bit. And then we want this one to come out and go exclusively into this other one. I keep forgetting we're starting off with a single refinery. And what are we missing here? Silicone. I think if we, well, yeah, I think if we dropped a chunk of this on the ground, we could get a good chunk of this into this machine here. Maybe? Nope, I'm thinking about that wrong. We gotta get these oxides in place the hard way. Alright, so we got one of these done. Now this other one, ironically, is trying to... can't go because it doesn't have steel. Let's see if there are any more iron oxides lying around that we can use. And then this guy isn't connected due to power. And there. Apparently we need more than one. Maybe we need another row of solar panels. Are there no iron oxides lying around that we can use? There's actually multiple. Our poor drones are running out of power. We'll turn this guy down a little bit. It's really not going to kick in until we get daylight again. Nine equals 3. We need 4. I'm going to prioritize this one. So whatever steel we get. Kind of in a bit of a rut. Checking in on our research. We're gonna need multiple types of research before we get any further progress.
Research complete.
Oh, I don't have this turned on to accept. Once you connect it, it automatically turns off the drone acceptance. That's why I'm having trouble. We aren't going to stop until we have this fully automated. Even if it means we're going to make a little less construction material in the meantime.
The single regolith refinery is a mono-refinery that can only produce one type of oxide at a time. Be sure to select the recipes for iron and silicon oxide to start production.
Let's have this guy get some Regoloth deliveries so we can start the process.
Objective achieved.
$60 fundamental science for 50 days.
Director, a conveyor belt will speed up production and eliminate the need for drones in resource delivery. I advise you to keep an eye on this technology.
Which one of these do we want? So blue and orange, that's the one we're currently tapping. Or we can get the smelting furnace upgrade. I'm thinking we need to pop over here and get some of these guys. This is both blue and orange, so that's interesting. Automatic repair would be nice.
You heard him, Director. Now we have a steel production chain, but we can increase its efficiency by connecting the modules with conveyor belts. It will reduce the load for drones and speed up production. Exactly what we need right now.
We need a lot of stuff right now. Mostly, we need iron.
Use the conveyor tool and connect the extractor to the refinery and smelting furnace. This way, the resource-rich regolith will go into the refinery without needing to engage drones. Optimization at its best.
We'd also need iron in order to make our solar panels.
Crust's tasks require significant resource investment, which means we need to seriously expand our manufacturing capabilities. Let's start producing components. We need titanium to manufacture parts. Find titanium deposits among the regolith using an ore detector to seriously expand our manufacturing capabilities. Let's start producing components.
This guy's way ahead of me. We need to get halfway decent ore going before we do all this other stuff. I'm going to upgrade 5 of these first. Make sure those get built so the next time we get into the nighttime, we actually have enough power to get through it. Our internal slag storage means we don't have to absolutely rush to get this done. Don't like wasting science points at this early part of the game. Need to back it up with another green project. Any one of these will be good for us, I think. Let's get these power poles built so we can automate this part of the chain here.
Director, our operation requires a colossal amount of funds. The budget is stretched to its limits, and there are no new investments in sight. We need to come up with something urgently.
I'm sure Ledger's got something to say on that.
I have a solution to our problems, Director. We can establish trade with other organizations on the moon. This way, surplus resources are converted into money, which we currently lack. To send resources, we need a landing platform. And to access the market, we need to research the online market.
This is why you get paid the big bucks, Ledger. Great idea. Director, let's get started immediately. Research and construction will take some time.
We built this just in time for nighttime to fall and to not have enough power.
Research complete.
Need to get through this day, and I think once we get through the day, we should focus on massive power improvements. Yeah, maybe I'll just let what we have get built. That doesn't feel good enough. All right, so this guy is finally operating on its own. I think the key next thing for us to get would in fact be this place to throw away our trash. And I'm just going to keep digging. I like what I'm seeing going on up here as far as like a place to build a human habitat area. I could build another one of these.
Research complete.
Just press out a few more construction materials. This is all temporary. Dropping a couple of construction materials to the ground. We could get this built. I think we'd be in a good spot to crank up production. "28 days for a landing pad? Jeez. Well, since that's called for, we probably should knock that out first. We have absolutely no power going into the night. That's terrible. That explains that. I think our next day is exclusively going to be getting our power right. Yeah, I guess we could connect the ones we've already built. That would also help. That would go a long way. All right, now we just got to wait till the next day. No way to go any faster than max speed, unfortunately. We could check in on our research. Oh, see, this is almost done. Oh no, still got 2 days to go? Ugh. It would be nice to get this off the list, though. The market and the building platform, or the landing platform. Then they want us to make an ore detector. Plop this down somewhere.
Research complete.
Market and landing platform. We've got plenty of those materials to fix that. Not so much on the iron side, but luckily we have enough to sort of get through. This is all looking really good for habitat. Now we just gotta make it to daytime. Totally my fault for missing the connections of these. It should be possible to check. There it is. All of our drones are gonna get juiced up. And then we've got to earn some battery power here. We need 6 steel bars. I am already looking forward to automatic repair. We're out of blue science. That's not great. I wonder if there's a way to... Well, we're going to have to figure out a way to get blue science at some point, aren't we? Either way, right now, our power is definitely looking a lot better. How are we going to get this blue science? Ore detector's not exactly going to help us get the blue science, but maybe it'll open up a little piece of the quest line that will give us some blue science.
Objective achieved.
Don't forget to connect it to the network. The ore detector uses battery power to run the scans. The further the scanning area is, the more power it requires.
Boy, that was a fruitful scan.
Select the finished ore detector and scan the regolith around it. You need to find the nearest deposits to install extractors on them. Great job. Now build a components factory and supply it with titanium and steel. I'm sure, Director, this will be an easy task for you. Director, I consider it my duty to remind you that lunar research is divided into three main fields: fundamental, engineering, and social. Each laboratory is capable of conducting independent research, but studying certain technologies may require the cooperation of multiple fields. All available research is grouped into three main directions: fundamental, engineering, and social. Fundamental research is responsible for logistics and communication with other organizations, as well as drone improvements. Engineering research helps develop mining and production. Social research ensures that colonists at the base live and work comfortably.
I think we need to mine this titanium area. Let's get this going.
Some research requires multiple types of science points at once. You can assign tasks in different sections, and then the research plan will be conducted in parallel. The speed of research depends on your science points income.
Hopefully we have enough power to
You can
sort of...
always rearrange your research to actualize the priorities for your current goals.
Director, here's the latest news regarding contracts. To resume shipments to Earth, we'll need to restore communication and significantly expand production. If we manage this in the near term, I'll negotiate an extremely lucrative contract with the aerospace company FASM. They've lost their supplier and are willing to pay generously for an urgent order. I'm still looking into the matter, but be prepared to devote all resources to this effort if you want to maximize the benefits. I'll return as soon as new information becomes available.
Yeah, we're kind of in a catch-22 though, because we don't have the blue science to finish the landing pad. Or the green science to finish access to the market. Both of these are busted. Oh boy. Let's see if we can crank out a components factory. I think I could just do this temporarily. Doesn't necessarily have to be the perfect location for this. We now have some construction materials, some iron, some silicone. A little titanium there. Wait a minute. Guess we gotta do the whole thing here. I mean, if anybody had any extra titanium lying around, they want to do a delivery, I wouldn't shy away from it. The problem is we need the titanium just to even get the stuff we need. That's one of the things I don't like about this game. So you want to build a thing, you also need that resource to build that same thing. There we go. 5 modules need repair. Jeez Louise. I think once we get I think there's a way to get this done. It's just we're going to have to wait on the big corporation to effectively bail us out. Effectively. Rolling mill. I think that gets us... Yeah, the plates. Construction underway.
Objective achieved.
Director, we have a message on the emergency channel. I'll put it on the screen.
Attention. This is Arthur Moore, commander of the Hope 2 orbital station. The station has sustained severe damage from multiple collisions. We have lost key control modules. A hard moon landing will occur in the coming weeks. Request assistance from anyone who hears this message. All
The debris from the meteorite impact must have gotten Hope 2. I'm already contacting Crust to report it.
We're aware of the situation on Hope 2 and already working on the evacuation plan. We'll need assistance in search and rescue operations, including accommodations for the rescued crew. Your base is perfectly suited for this. We are ready to provide necessary support and equipment to accomplish the task. All that remains is you confirm your readiness.
With all due respect, Director, I do not share your doubts. People are in danger, and if it's in our power to help them, we must do so.
Must, huh? We must.
With all due respect, Alice, altruism has clouded your judgment. Crust is clearly asking for grant aid that we cannot afford right now. I suggest we focus on restoring production and resuming shipments to Earth, where resources are urgently needed right now.
I agree with Ledger, but I always side with Alice. The free people is worth more than the money. I mean, saving people is more important than money.
Also, I've negotiated a prepayment with FASM. We can use their funds if we start reestablishing the contract system now.
But all you care about is profit. If that's the case, think of the technology Crust will provide. It's worth as much as our base in its current state.
Do we pay a fair price for their technology? Don't forget, Director, by accepting Crust's offer, we will allow them to decide how our base is developed. We'll have to focus on the construction of the living quarters and postpone the expansion of high-tech manufacturing and investigation of the meteorite case.
That's okay. When we have scientists, we can accelerate our
Crust is
research.
going to accommodate the surviving Hope 2 crew members at your base in exchange for equipment and technologies for us to carry out a rescue mission.
Good choice. You need to establish contact with the station, assist the commander with the evacuation, and then transport the team to your base. You should have living quarters suitable for sustaining life by then.
We've barely recovered from the explosion. Now our base is just a couple of mining and processing modules. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to save the crew, but it'll be almost impossible in such a short amount of time. We definitely can't do it alone. I will send a request to colleagues and inform you when new information becomes available.
Indeed, the timing's not ideal. However, we still have the ability to break down the task and move towards our goal with small steps.
Director, we managed to dispatch the Research Rover Scout. It's essential for your next mission. Examine the satellite repeater and make contact with the Hope 2 crew. Mr. Ratchet will help you sort out the controls. You're free to use data that will help with the mission. Some of it will expedite the research. Professor Wilfrey knows what to do with it. However, remember that all ship logs, crew records, and other materials related to the incident are the property of Crust. Your company has no authority to examine this information.
Ratchet, have you heard the news? Crust put you in charge of the new toy. We don't have much time to contact the crew, so helping the director get the rover to the repeater is your top priority.
Objective achieved.
I want my free science. They promised me 60 science of all categories.
Not only did we lose almost all of our equipment, but we also turned out to be the last hope for Crust and the Hope Station. Anyway, Director, we're in a hurry. Land the cargo pod with the rover and we'll proceed. Horizon 6. Almost everything has been modified. Only the hull is original. There's serious hardware there. Even Crust doesn't have much like it. Send it off base and see what we can find with it.
Objective achieved.
Attention, this is First Vice President Alice Vance speaking. We have received equipment and coordinates and are beginning a rescue operation as per Crust directive. Our mission, to safely evacuate the crew of Hope 2 and get them back to base in one piece. By this time, habitable living quarters must be completed. Director, you need to send a rover to the repeater and contact the station crew. Professor Wilfrey, please request Crust life support technology. Ratchet, we're going to need a cargo truck for crew transport. Take care of it for us. Personnel on Earth to proceed under new directives issued by your immediate supervisor. Over and out.
All right. Easy enough. We're eking out a couple of components and a couple of plates.
We cannot rely solely on Crust to deliver all the equipment. We need to prepare ourselves. We need a cargo truck to deliver the crew, and we need it now. Ratchet, any ideas?
We can try to fix this piece of scrap metal. It's a Pathfinder 3B, an outdated model, but it has increased maneuverability and payload capacity. Just what we need. Director, it looks like the rover has run out of power. Now, it couldn't beat a turtle in a race, and until the sun is up again, there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, that's fine.
The rover is solar powered, and as soon as the sun goes down, it starts using energy from its batteries. Keep this in mind when planning long-distance expeditions.
What do you mean not? Oh, no, we've got everything that this thing wants. $22 components. Sorry. We don't have everything at once. Let's take a cycle just to make sure that our components factory is fully attended to.
Director, we've established communication with the station.
We didn't expect anyone to respond. The situation is critical. The station has suffered a lot of damage. The navigation system is down. Power and life support systems are failing. There are some wounded, but so far everyone's alive. Now that we have a signal from the surface, I'll try to keep the crew reassured. We'll activate the emergency beacon so you can pick us up after landing. What do you mean you're not ready to rescue us? Listen to me. You must make it happen. People's lives depend on your work. Our orbit is decaying. We can't change course. I'll reroute energy from Block 6 and 2 and try to delay the lunar landing as much as possible. Our lives are in your hands, Director. Hurry up.
Director, we urgently need to build living quarters and get them out there. Professor, have we received the necessary technologies?
Crust has handed over the research plan. They agreed to help, but the main burden will fall on our shoulders.
13 days just to get the landing pad.
Living quarters will require a lot of space. Director, make sure the drones mine enough area for construction.
Objective achieved.
About to say, if anything is already done, that should be already done.
Okay, we're ready. Director, use the room planner tool and lay down a room of the required size. And yes, Director, several technical modules will be needed for the colonists' living conditions. Try to separate the sleeping quarters and production areas in advance. After all, we want the staff to come to work well rested, right?
I can't tell if that's just funny commentary color or if that's an actual thing where you can reduce the productivity of your workers if they are too close to machines.
Director, Crust has sent us an additional set of drones, which will allow us to expand production even further. Treat them with caution. They are an extremely rare and valuable resource.
Director, news about the difficult situation with Hope 2 has reached us. We are ready to provide a base to temporarily accommodate the crew. The offer has already been sent to your representative.
Message from an unknown sender. Security needs a little time to decrypt. Okay, great.
I'm obviously going to pass on this. I just want to get a couple of things plopped down in storage first.
Director, Malachite has responded to our request for help. They are offering assistance to our rescue operation, but there's a catch. I'll put the message on the screen now. The Malachite lunar base is not designed for long-term human occupancy, but it is equipped with small life support modules. Judging by the sensors, they're still functioning. Malachite is offering to
Decline. I don't want
Halfway there, but we still need a landing platform. The sooner we finish building it, the sooner we can make money.
I can't agree with your decision, Director, but I understand your reasons for being cautious.
I don't want to owe some random company some random favor in the random future. We'll just have to get this done the hard way. All of our components dedicated to getting that rover going. How big of a room do they want us to build? 15 by 15.
Research complete.
We'll go 20 by 30.
Objective achieved.
provide the drones with materials, and complete the construction. Keep a close eye on the supply of steel and concrete, and repair modules of the product chains in a timely manner. Also, you can convert drones back from miners to speed up the building process.
No. We need to mine all the time. Always be mining. We do need the ice platform. Well, we really... Okay, hold on. We need something in the green that we can actually use right now. I don't know if we need faster cargo belts right now. Yeah, we need ventilation right now. And we're going to need beds. More than the faster cargo belts. More than the faster... More than that as well. CPU data center and ice processing. Let's cut everything else.
The engine is running. This old timer may not look like much, but the cargo truck has passed all tests and is ready for operation. Director, we'll send a cargo truck as soon as we receive the crew's coordinates. You don't have to worry about the delivery.
Yeah, I don't believe you. I'm going to worry about the delivery very intensely. Plenty of space for landing pads. $60 orange science for 90 days. That'll help.
Objective achieved.
Everything is ready for trading. To sell your surplus resources, go to the online market section of the control center. Now select Market at the top of the screen. You can not only sell missing resources, but also buy them. Since we are if you select an available resource on the left side of the screen, you'll see the fluctuations and its cost on the right side. To send a resource for sale, select the appropriate option in the bottom right corner of the screen. Director, you should carefully monitor supply and demand. The more resources of a specific type you put on the market, the lower their price will be.
Fair enough, thank you. There's a lot of good stuff there. Keep the investigation going here. Try to pick up some free stuff whenever we can. Maybe we should see if we can sneak. Oh, that's a lot.
Director, to obtain oxygen, we need to find ice deposits among the regolith and set up its extraction. Use the ore detector to find ice deposits. We've set a good pace, but time is still working against us, Director. Try to keep that in mind.
Try to be panicked at all times.
Build the ice extractor and then the ice melter. This will allow us to produce water and oxygen and supply them to the living quarters.
Get the power to the room set up. Just trying to get as many
Research
things
complete.
out of the way preemptively. Man, we're short on construction material and we're short on... Maybe we got to give these guys a little bit of a boost here. Everything's going into this. That's what's going on. Both those machines are running. Red and blue, or orange and blue. Ice extractor should probably be on our list here. A lot of science just completed. Problem is we only have one thing in the blue. Let's get the medical block. We know that's coming as a requirement. We don't need this right now. We are going to want to expand north soon, but not until we get the initial build done. And then where there? Okay, so you can probably erase this as well. I want you focused on the focus area. Get to this H2O. Automated laser that was damaged in the explosion.
Research complete.
We'll see what's going on with this unknown find. We are going to want the water tank, O2 facilities, and the farming technologies. Let's get this ice melter out of the way. More important to have food, air, and water than it is to have our own cloud. Our power's looking a lot better. Coming into daylight. 90% juice ready to go.
Research complete.
Fraction of Hope 2. Send a cargo truck to investigate. Pick up some some valuable parts.
package delivered.
We'll just drop this kind of right here. We really don't have a place for this yet. As far as like cargo dock or anything like that. But that's okay. And now it's just a matter of trying to get our research right. So that's air, water, food, medicine. Any of these will be good after. We're going to want these labs research as well.
CPU is the heart of our base, responsible for all computational tasks. Our automated production requires enormous computational power. Every module built and every drone operating uses CPU. We will soon reach the limit, and to continue construction, we will need data centers.
Okay.
An important note, if I may. Data centers are very particular about installation conditions and require a lot of microcircuits and microprocessors. It would be more cost-effective to focus on optimizing existing production. More technologically advanced modules consume less CPU.
Good to know.
By studying new technologies, we can replace low-efficiency modules and free up CPU for other tasks. For example, one large solar panel generates almost as much energy as a dozen small panels, with significantly lower CPU costs.
Ugh, I need something with blue on it. Actually, underground conveyor belt would be better.
Research complete.
Now we're wasting orange science. Actually, can we get automated? No, that's all blue. Sociology lab is orange science. Could go there.
Research complete.
All right, maybe we should stop mining for a second. Let everybody get into delivery process. Because we've got 200. I wish I could tell how much of this is left to go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 by 30. So still like 360 left.
Around the research post, there is a leveled platform and several small buildings. Wheel tracks are leading away from it in different directions. Inside the structure is disarray. Items are scattered, lockers are open and emptied, emergency crates are opened and emptied. In some rooms, there is a large amount of research equipment and materials. There are no people to be seen. They clearly left the outpost in a hurry.
I mean, I think we definitely want data.
Based on what I saw, the outpost was engaged in studying photosynthetic microorganisms capable of living in a vacuum and zero gravity. Director, send drones to study the materials. This will aid in further research.
Get all that stuff and bring it back to base. Man, it's weird that you can't set the priority on this either. I feel like this room should be done, basically. The fundamental lab doesn't take a lot of orange science, but at least we're not wasting it, and we definitely know that that's on our to-do list. I'll get the other lab on our list once one of our other projects is completed.
Research complete.
Oh, that was quick. Everybody wants the moon bar.
Looks like you haven't built a living quarters or made a backup plan yet. It's a good thing I'm still in charge of the rescue operation, Director. We estimate that the Hope 2 survivors will land in 90 days. If you don't prepare to accommodate the crew by that time, people could die. You can try sending parts to the station, which might delay the impact and increase the probability of success of the operation by 31%.
We'll send the
We'll get you all
materials.
the data and research you need.
We'll send the materials.
Your colleagues have already received the new technology for building the landing platform. Prepare the materials and send them to the station as soon as possible. Remember, sloppiness could cost someone their life.
So we could have gotten that for free.
So we need a landing platform and components to send a Hope to. Begin preparations immediately. The station may collapse at any moment.
The landing platform is now ready to operate. I've got everything set up. As soon as the pod arrives, the drones will fill it with resources, and the cargo will go to the Hope station. You can see it in the pod's interface how much material is left to load.
Farhead Control Tower, 200 science, blue science, 60 orange and 60 green for 30 days. That's a huge boost. We're going to be constantly short on projects for orange science. This one's only going to take us 7 days, so we're going to prioritize that one. This guy's using 2 sciences at once, so we'll prioritize that one. Go ahead and prioritize the landing pad. More science.
Objective achieved.
Eight modules need repair.
Thanks for the delivery, Director. With that, we can patch up the escape pods and be able to rescue everyone. I'll have Deani arrange to repair the thruster immediately. We'll try to stabilize the station and buy you some more time to prepare.
Okay.
I'm not here to lecture you, Arthur, but I advise you to start repairs on the power unit. There should be enough solar power to maintain life support systems and run the remaining engines.
Flight Engineer Nicholas Baker speaking. The commander is busy repairing the second escape pod right now. Thanks for the advice. We'll see what we can do with the new parts. We had long since scrapped the idea of getting the panels to work using our resources.
You hang in there, Nicholas, and tell your man we won't abandon them. They don't have to worry about that.
Got to start building some of the stuff that requires the ice, even though the ice extractor is still under
Research complete.
construction. We could get it if we just prioritized it.
Thank you, really. Hope is all we have right now. And transmission.
During a conversation, Crust's projected date for the station's collision with the moon has just been updated. Given the new circumstances, it looks like we have a little more time to prepare.
No worries then. All right. Ooh, so the ice extractor came online and it's extracting ice. We don't have the money to build the belt. This is going to be a very expensive belt. Plus, technically, we should probably... Ooh, I don't know about this belt situation. This is going to be rough. Let's sketch it out and see how much we need. $32,000. Yeah, I'm putting that on the oof category.
Package delivered.
Oh, we can get 32,000. Let's just dump all of our titanium plate. It might be time to slip in the automatic repair technology. Not convenient to do it right now, though.
Our main account balance has reached a critical low, which poses a significant risk to our company's operations.
Got it. I'll take the charity.
Research complete.
I could execute this ice melter right now, but I think it makes more sense to wait. All right, I think things are going okay.
Director, this place was clearly inhabited until quite recently. Judging by the items left behind, they could be survivors from MT4, our ill-fated base. I'll contact their employers at Evermoon.
Let's call it there. Kind of a preamble. We got most of the tutorial out of the way. I can feel myself sort of...
Director, we've been contacted by Mr. Holloway, the CEO of Evermoon Corporation.
Thank you for agreeing to help. We received several fragmented messages from survivors at MT4, but then the communication was lost. We have sent you the coordinates of one of our complexes south of MT4.
We'll jump down there and do that investigation. How long until... Oh, we don't have a estimation as to when they're going to land. We just have to get ready.
You can't build here.
It's a real shame I can't build there. Let's drop a chunk of this.
Director, finding surviving employees of another corporation is a worthwhile endeavor, but it's not our primary concern. Your emotions should not influence your decision-making, and I personally will make sure of it if needed.
Okay. Whoa. So we'll just build this so we can get a nice inline storage of ice. We'll figure out dumping the slag here in a minute. Actually, this belt is probably... No, wait. I think it comes out this way.
After thoroughly scanning and exploring the area, the rover discovered a protective case with a tablet near one of the doors. In addition to research data, it contained a text file.
Collapse due to a powerful explosion. Kate and the others didn't make it out, and Tanya is seriously injured. 6 of us are alive, including me, MT4 Chief Robert Podolsky. The outer part of the complex was almost completely destroyed by the blast wave, and the electricity and life support systems are offline. We have a working vehicle, fuel, and oxygen supply. We have enough to reach the Evermoon 3 observation station. Let's see if they had more luck.
No biological or any other activity was detected in the complex. Director, that's our Robert. If there's any hope that he's alive, we should keep looking.
Oh, now you care about Robert. Okay, so we're banking ice, and then we're gonna finish up. Uh-oh. Not doing great on our research. We need something that's going to take a lot of orange. And then we're going to call it. All right, yeah, let's call it right there. We have a good starting point. We'll definitely come back to this tomorrow.
Research complete.
Holy moly, I can't wait till we have automatic repairs. All right. Yep. Let's call it right there. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.